The coronavirus outbreak has sparked sharp falls for the second day running on stock markets in Europe and the United States.
Let's now take a look at some front pages from around the world, and not surprisingly, stories related to the coronavirus are dominating all the front pages. Let's start with the New York Times, which has the headline, "Wall Street wakes up to risks of outbreak." It says reports of people infected with the virus in countries with major economies such as South Korea and Italy, they have caused a fall in shares in most Asian, European and American markets. The Gulf News, meanwhile, leads with the headline, "All 140 virus cases in the region linked to Iran." The report also talks about one of the key officials leading the fight to stop the spread of the virus falling victim to it himself. And finally, the Japan Times headline talks about virus policies come at a crucial juncture. It features the government's plan to avoid overwhelming hospitals and prioritize treatment for those who are at risk of developing serious pneumonia.
The Mirror reports on the British tourists caught up in the coronavirus outbreak at a hotel in Tenerife. We're live outside that hotel this morning. More than 1,000 people are in lockdown there at the resort after a guest fell ill, a doctor from Italy.
Meanwhile, The Guardian says there is confusion over the government's travel advice as the disease spreads across Europe. The Foreign Office has said travel to parts of northern Italy should be avoided, and we will be attempting to clarify all of that for you throughout the morning here on the programme.
The Daily Mail are reporting that a number of schools across the UK have been closed as a precaution because of fears staff and pupils could have picked up coronavirus on recent ski trips to Italy. Those schools are in the process of being deep cleaned.
Coronavirus outbreak dominates many of the online sites too. The Huffington Post reports that the Six Nations rugby match between Ireland and Italy, due to take place in Dublin on March the 7th, has been cancelled.
I've spotted a headline. What's that? Coronavirus chaos.
Coronavirus chaos, yeah.
As well?
Much of the back pages, apart from Serge Gnabry being all over the back pages today, is talking about the coronavirus. It feels like every single event now, everybody is panicking. Yeah. The organisers of any event over the next few months, whether it's anything to do with Italy or anything to do with China, obviously talking about the Olympics coming up this summer, but they're talking about, as you mentioned there, the Six Nations, the Olympics, the Cheltenham Festival. It really is getting to that point where it feels like nothing is safe.
Although I know Cheltenham have responded quite quickly to that, saying it is fine.
It is absolutely fine, yes. So there's a lot of panic going on. You do get that impression. But
several European countries have announced their first coronavirus cases, and all of them appear to be linked to the growing outbreak in Italy.
Austria, Croatia and Switzerland have now confirmed cases, while hundreds of guests have been told to stay in their rooms in a hotel in Tenerife, which has been placed on lockdown. We'll be live there this morning for you. In the UK, 4 schools have been shut as a precaution after students returned from skiing trips to Italy.